Welcome and thank you for taking the time to find out more about fostering for Bromley. This is a DVD made by foster carers and some of our young people in care. At any one time, the council is looking after over 250 children and young people, either at their parents' request or because a court has decided that they can't remain living with their family. The vast majority of these children live with our foster carers. Let our carers tell you what they enjoy about being foster carers.
Just seeing a child achieving is great. To see a child being good at something, having the determination to stick at it and become really good at it is something I love doing.
I really look forward to helping her out with her education, her maths, and her English and so on, and actually doing homework and stuff with her.
I enjoy encouraging a young person and just being there to help them, to motivate them. I find all of that quite rewarding.
I think the best part of it for us is when you can see that young person achieve their goal.
I love the fact that when she came to me, she was so scared, so nervous of everything, and she's now very confident and sociable, and it's good to see that difference.
Sometimes they say things that you think, wow.
These are some of the reasons why our foster carers decided to apply to look after children in care.
I wanted to give something back to the community and really help out, because I know that there's quite a lot of children in care, and I thought if I could help, that would make a difference.
Our own children had grown and we thought we did a pretty good job, and we both love children, absolutely love children, and thought we'd carry on, and she said, I want to foster, and I said, okay, let's give it a go.
The first idea came from obviously not being lucky enough to have our own children, but not being not going through life not being able to experience any children at all. So what could be better than doing it from the fostering route first?
We need carers for all types of children, but particularly teenagers and disabled children. Let our carers tell you about some of the children and young people that they've cared for.
We've had teenagers, 11 to 18 years old. We've had one long term who's been with us pretty much most of the time. We've had 2 respite cares and 1 weekend lad who was with us for 7 months. So the weekend stretched.
I am a single carer, and I've been a single carer from the get-go, as I said, almost 10 years now. But I love the fact that I'm not stuck to a particular age group, because I think when you first enter, you think to yourself, well, this is all that I could really do. But you realise that your skills vary so much that you can actually provide care for various ages. I have had toddlers, I've had primary school children, I've had special needs children and adolescents.
So we have been approved from 0 to 5 years over that time, although we have taken a sibling group in at one point of the 5 and 7 that stayed until they were nearly 10. So
when I initially became a foster carer, my plan was to have age range between 9 and 12 and do a part-time job, and they couldn't find a match for me. So they had this little 5-year-old that needed looking after for a few weeks. So I said, okay, I'll take her until you find me a match, and she's still with me today.
Carers will tell you it's a 24/7 job. In fact, it's a way of life.
Everything that we do, they take part. If we're, going away or going to family outings, barbecue, everything we do, they're a part of it, because they becomes automatically a part of our family.
Someone might be a bit stunned, say, oh, you work? Oh, they allow you to work? I said, yeah, well, no one's telling me I couldn't work. So, but I make work for me. I do school hours. I'm always there for him.
The children feel very much part of our family. And one thing that my family are blessed with, my wife, my my own children are blessed with is that the whole circle of friends and family accept the looked after child as part of the family from the moment they come into our home. So there's never any sense that there's a separate child over there. It's just another addition to the family.
You know, they're part of the family, so they know all the family. They know the routine, what we do, so they're included in everything.
Look after the kids in such a way as to give them that feeling that you know, they belong.
What qualities do foster carers need? This is what our carers and some of our young people think.
First and foremost, they need to be patient, because you're dealing with a young person who's been through quite a lot before they've even got to your front door.
There's no manual that works for every child. They're all different and you've got to treat them as individuals.
You've got to be someone that's very flexible, not set in their ways, because you never know what's coming up from day to day.
And don't write yourself off no matter what your start in life. Because I think sometimes people think, oh, you have to have been, you know, you have to have been somebody that's had this perfect life. That's so not true.
I truly believe it's all about them, and I think if you think like that, I think you haven't really got a problem then.
To me, a good foster carer is someone that listens, they're fair, they treat you like one of the family. You know, they're always like sort of, you know, they're just careful with what they say and things. They don't want to upset you.
But some foster carers treat the child that they're looking after as their own child. So that's important, just for a foster carer to treat the child like it's their own.
Don't think that all children in care are the same, and don't think that they're all just bad and that they're just gonna come and hit you because we don't do that. I just think that we're actually kind of misunderstood.
What they should keep as a priority is to understand who the child is, know the child's true identity, and just give them help and support as any parent would.
As a Bromley foster carer, you will receive training.
The training has been very good, a good insight into what we're going through and what a lot of young people face, that although I had children myself, things that I just didn't think about.
It's helped me with the children that I've got to really engage even more with them. So I value all the courses that I go on.
We actually enjoyed the training very much.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. It wasn't a chore at all.
I'm a bit of a course junkie. I've done them all, but you need to, because it really does help you, and it helps you to understand the children that come into care.
You will also receive support from your own supervising social worker and our local foster care association run by Bromley Carers for Bromley Carers.
With my own supervising social worker, what she'll do is take time out and sit with me and talk to me, and you know, how do I feel, and she wants to know how I feel, and are there any courses that I'd want to go on to help me even more.
She was at the end of the phone anytime I needed her. And any issues, she will always pick it up, and she will always make sure that she responds promptly.
At first we thought it might be a sort of sign of failure that we had to call on them, but now we realise it is a networking, and it's like we've got friends down the road who have been clear to, you know, if we need to go to a foster carers meeting or something like that, then we call on them, same as we call on the foster, our social worker rather.
You should also start to think about who amongst your family and friends will be part of your support network.
I look forward to meeting up with other foster carers. We actually share experiences.
My best support is really from friends and family, knowing they have children of their own, because we don't have children of our own, so we've not had the luxury of knowing firsthand, so we've kind of just dived in there. Yeah, I must say family and friends, especially friends.
This is one good thing, is you're not alone looking after these kids. Yeah, there's always backup.
We will take time to ensure that fostering is right for your family. We will share information and ask questions to help you think through the issues. And although it's not just about the money, we will also outline the financial rewards. Being a foster carer is an important job, and we want to get it right. Listen to some of our foster carers who have been through the assessment process.
Someone came round to do our assessment, which took about 6 months, and then we went to panel and we were approved.
They talked to us, obviously our immediate family, i.e. the children, but also our friends, references that we give. They're very thorough, very thorough.
And within about probably 3 months of being approved, we got our first young person, and he's still with us today.
If you feel you have what it takes to be a Bromley foster carer, please complete the application form enclosed and send it off today. I'll leave the final word to our carers and some of our children and young people.
If you can be understanding and patient and listen, it is just so rewarding from what you get back.
Having foster carers that can take that role and be like, well, we are your family now and we're going to help you. It's, you know, it's a big sort of weight off a young person's chest, feeling like they're not alone and they have got someone to help them out when they need it. So.
I think it's something everyone should try and do. Well, near enough everyone.
I never looked back really. I think it was the best thing to do, and I find it very rewarding.
Anybody who wants to be a foster carer, I would say go ahead.